Somebody help me remember to do that.
Welcome, everybody, to our first um, trifecta. We decided a few months ago, the RLT is, we all know that everybody's weekends are precious, and trying to find time to hold our coordinator meetings is a challenge. And it's like, well, why don't we just have them all on the same day and just, have the RLT present and then go into breakout rooms. And so that way people don't have to, because several people wear multiple hats. And so, so we're trying this out to see how it goes. And we would appreciate your feedback, um, and and let us know if this works for you, or if you think it's an epic fail. Uh, so before we go into our breakout rooms, we wanted to just ask if anyone has any questions for the regional leadership team in general, if we can answer any questions. I do have a public service announcement for the team coordinators that are here. I sent out, or Diana and I sent out emails. As you know, International is right around the corner, and we are asking choruses and chorus quartets to send well wish videos to the Region 13 marketing coordinator, which is me. And so I can make a compilation video. Last year, it went over very well with the international coordinators, and it just seems like it's a much better way to wish them well than the 8 people that can attend the rah rah at international that kind of is interrupting the rehearsal time for any chorus that's competing in Harmony Classic, and we certainly don't want to do that to Alaska Sound. So please put your creative hats on and create your videos and get them sent in. And the RLT is working on ours. Probably won't be a wrap this year because, how do we top the wrap from last year? But anyway, please get those sent in as soon as you can, so I have some time to merge them and put them together. And that's all that I have for the main room. If Sally, you have anything, and if Diana, you have anything for the general.
I don't. Any update on the Thrive initiative, Sally, that you wanted to share, or?
Yes, I can share some things about that. Our Thrive, for those of you who may not be quite tuned into it yet, Sweet Adelines International has initiated a new program called Thrive. It's an acronym that I don't remember what it stands for, but you get the gist of it. They surveyed what they termed successful choruses a while back to find out what is it about them that makes them successful. And a lot of what they found was that the things that are making them thrive are a lot of things that have to do with infrastructure, like having identifying a chorus culture, having mission, vision statements, and strategic plans, having procedures in place for recruiting members and keeping members, those kinds of things, as opposed to vocal development, vocal coaching, which we have always supported through our PEP program largely. So they have given every region money based on the number of choruses in the region, and told each regional management team, figure out what works for your region, the best way to use this money. So the RLT has a subcommittee that's been working on this. The first thing we did was to develop a chorus health survey, which went out to you a month or so ago. It was due the 28th, I think, of August. About half of our choruses, 13, responded to that. We had a subcommittee meeting Thursday and reviewed those responses and to look and kind of categorize where choruses said their greatest needs were. And what we found was that the greatest needs came in the mission, vision, strategic plan area. The need that was mentioned frequently was leadership development at the chapter level. And the third one was membership growth, which is kind of a constant for all of us at any given time. So what we have decided to do to move forward with this is to develop an RFP to contract with a consultant, a trained provider who can help us develop training for all of you or anyone who wants to develop the infrastructure of strategic planning, mission and vision statements. It's not something that most people do unless that's been your career, you don't do this. And all of us are volunteers. And as you become team leader and somebody says, well, our course needs a strategic plan, it's like, well, where do I even start with that? That's not in my wheelhouse at all. So we thought we would develop this RFP, have someone develop a plan for the region, a training plan, and a model for what a strategic plan may look like, that we could all use the same type of framework and get the same type of training so that across the region, our plans would have some consistency. Of course, they'll be individualized, but they will look kind of the same. Along with that, our current faculty is heavily weighted in the musical coaching, vocal development area. We don't have very many faculty members, very few, who are trained to do this kind of work. So a second effort is to put out a call to you, all of you, the people you know, the people in your course who have this kind of training. Maybe they've worked in HR and done this. Maybe they've been, in the corporate world and done this. We need those people on board as faculty now to help our courses with this effort. So that's where we are right now.
This is hot off the press, so.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, hot off the press. So, any questions about that or concerns or other issues you think we should be thinking about? Well, good.
Sally, can I ask a question real quick? In the faculty search for this, are you looking for folks specifically who've had a lot of leadership training experience, strategic plan experience, some of all of the above, or additional to that?
Yes, some of all of the above.
Okay.
And someone who is willing, of course, in the first place to take additional training to do this for the region. And also, if they have, it's not required, if they have a teaching or facilitation background, facilitation is especially important because we're not necessarily going to be teaching people how to do a strategic plan as facilitating their own development of the plan, and that's different than teaching. So facilitation skills would be really important. Good question. Any others? All right, well, we'll keep you informed as we go along with this. I'm not sure at this point what the timeline will be. We haven't gotten quite that far. We know in general there is a faculty training that has been traditionally done in January or February every other year and is kind of due to be done this coming January or February. And if all things went well, we could start training our trainers at this faculty event. But it's totally just an idea at this point. So stay tuned. In the meantime, send us names of people you think might be great in this kind of role. And for that matter, great in any kind of role at the regional level. That's not the only need we have for people. So we're always looking for people who are ready to step into something at the regional level. It can be the smallest task, and that's a great place to start and get your feet wet. So send us those names. Thank you.
There'll also be something in the e-blast about this, so you don't have to try to remember everything. There'll be a link for an application and more information in the e-blast from Carol Vecchio, our education coordinator. So make sure you watch for the next e-blast. Okay, any more questions for any of the RLT? How many here are going to be in Columbus?
Oh, bunch of us. Okay.
Nice. Well, we're looking forward to seeing each other. I'm going to open the breakout rooms now. Rather than try to figure out where everyone goes, I'm just going to say, go to your room. And, and then you can go to your room. So, and then when you're done, you can either come back to the marketing room and hang out with us. I hope there's going to be marketing people left. I'm not just by myself.
And
And
we're planning on going until the top of the hour, basically 40 minutes or so.
and then and if not, then you can just leave when you're done. So
All right.
okay, the rooms are open. So go to your room. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, that'd be great. I appreciate that.
So where I was starting is if people understand the real difference between marketing and public relations, because I think a lot of people don't understand that there is a difference and what that difference is. Because it can be blurred. I think that marketing is, well, what do you think? Tell me what you think. If you had a marketing plan, you were trying to think of a goal in marketing, what do you think a goal would be for marketing? Just throw something out there.
In context of the chorus, one of our goals would be to reach potential new members.
Okay. And then if you wanted to, and this is all in thinking about Song of Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you were thinking about the focus of that, if you're trying to reach new members, what would the focus of that marketing plan be?
Well, I could look at demographics, or I could look at people who are, what I really want is people who are singers, not just anybody who's just interested in walking in the door and having gang sing. Is that what you mean when you say focus?
Yeah, and so you want to promote the chorus.
I want to promote the chorus. I want it to be attractive to people who are singers, and even if they're not currently considering joining a chorus, who would be interested in attending a chorus rehearsal? Because I think that we do a lot of our own marketing internally at rehearsal.
Right.
So part of the goal is just to get them in the door.
Right. So for this idea, what do you think your marketing tools would be?
Well, social media would be one. Maybe a direct mail campaign. If I had, for example, a list of people who had ever attended, and it might be that we would want to curate that list. So people who we thought were truly potentials as opposed to people who were not, we would want to curate that. So we are only targeting those that we'd like to have come back, maybe former members. What I don't want to do is to target members who are in other choruses. I don't want to be going out and stealing members from other choruses. So it makes it a little hard. let's see, direct mail, social media. We could put flyers up. We could put something on Instagram. We could put some kind of a banner at our rehearsal hall so that people from the street might be able to see it. We could put advertisements in someplace. We could create events that would entice people to come. Is this the kind of thing you're talking about?
Exactly. And then what would you want the tone of that to be?
We want the tone to be warm, friendly, welcoming, fun, but also
Persuasive.
an image of a group that is has high musical goals.
Great. So I pre-populated some goals and
Oh, good.
filled this
Let's
in.
look.
So, and just because I didn't know how many people were going to be here, and you pretty much have nailed these. So for to look at some goals,
Yeah.
exactly what you said. You want to
Good.
attract and retain members. You want to sell tickets, or you might want to raise money. That's a marketing goal. For focusing, you want to promote the course. You want to promote the course. You want them to know what you sing, why it's fun, and why people should join or why they should attend a show. Because many times that's where you get your members from is you put a butt in a seat and they go, I have to be a part of that. I mean, look at me.
Yep, I'm a product of that same exact thing.
Exactly. So then you're so then looking at the tools and tone, your tools exactly like you said. You've got your social media, you do flyers and posters, email, ticket promotions, membership drives. I think you named all of those. And for marketing, you want to be persuasive. You want to get people excited. Come sing with us. Don't miss this exciting show, but you don't want to be overbearing, and you certainly don't ever want to appear arrogant.
Right.
So that's, I think you hit every single thing on the exactly. So now, putting on a public relations hat, what do you think the goals would be for public relations?
That seems to be, in my mind, a little broader, so that it is not for any specific event, but our goals could be something like improving the image of the chorus or making it more broadly known. And but something that is yeah, just more general, I guess.
That's great.
And I think it has to do primarily with image and exposure.
So based on that, then what would your focus be?
Focus could be, oh boy, that could be a lot of people who are interested in music, because it might be potential members, but it also might be potential showgoers or potential sponsors or potential clients, or there's a whole range of potential focuses. But in general, it would be people that kind of like entertainment and like music.
So would you think that for public relations, you would use a different set of tools?
Um, hmm, I I would think that you would use a lot of the same tools, but you might be, for example, looking at advertising in a whole different way, as opposed to here's this membership drive, or here is this show. You could do something much more generic, that simply announces who you are and where you are and the exciting things that you're doing. Maybe if you're on social media, you show video clips, or something to expose people to who you are.
Great. And what would you want the tone to be for public relations?
I would think it has a lot of the same characteristics. It's up and upbeat and fun and positive. It has something that is luring. Um, that's probably that has bad connotations, maybe.
No, but I totally understand what you're saying.
But something that says, pay attention. This is a group you want to get exposed to.
Excellent. Okay, so like marketing, I pre-populated some ideas
Good.
for goals, public
Oh,
relations.
goodwill. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably.
You want to go and build relationships and goodwill with the public, the media, the community, sponsors, if you have sponsors that support your shows. And your focus is exactly like you said. It's very similar, but you want to shape your reputation and the story of your chorus. Why does your chorus matter to the community? You know, how does Song of Seattle contribute to the arts? And you want to and the human side of barbershop. You know, I think barbershop continues to be a mystery to people. They don't think about it. And
Right.
I think that we, as stewards of barbershop, we have an obligation to try to raise that awareness. And I don't know how we do in that regard.
Yeah.
And for tools and tone, based on
Oh,
the
press
mindset
releases.
of
Oh,
going, a press release to your local news outlet, or doing a human interest story on chorus members, and or celebrating anniversary or the international competition. Going to your small local paper and talking about a chorus going to international and what that means. Things like that. Trying to get or if you're collaborating with a charitable organization for a holiday show, trying to have media cover that. Or if you a community partnership, if you're partnering with the local food bank for a show, those types of things help build the your public relation with the community.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to, for your tone, you want to think about being informative and community minded.
Oh, that's really good.
And so I'm just using Spirit of Spokane as an example in this is, something like our chorus has been sharing harmony in Spokane for 35 years, or we're proud to support local arts and education. Just, it's not about us. It's about what we can do for you.
That's really good.
And I think that lots of times people don't realize that marketing, our job as marketing, is also public relations.
Mm-hmm.
And that marketing, so they think that all we do is post on social media. That's what we do. Well, marketing is the selling aspect of what we do, but the public relations part is the part where we get to really stick our chests out and tell our story and share the impact that we have and what our values are. They work hand in hand. But good PR makes marketing easier.
Yeah, it does.
So then you can just get creative And you want to think about, okay, so then I have to think about if I'm having an event, I need to think about a marketing message and a PR message. And
Mm,
and you could think, well, holy moly, that's now now I have to think about doing two things.
mhm,
But it isn't that big of a deal. You just have to
right,
think about how you're reaching your base. And you have two bases. You have the people that support you and the people that just want to come and sit in the audience.
right.
So an idea for a marketing message goal would be to drive attendance and excitement, and let's just say you want to combine this, that it's a one-stop shop. You want to drive attendance and excitement, but you're also hoping to spark interest in people joining your course.
Mhm,
We're doing it all in one 12 food. And um, so this is what we're doing. We're doing a marketing message goal to drive attendance and excitement and spark interest in joining.
right. I
So
see what you mean.
so this could be a post for your social media platforms.
Mhm.
And it's long, so bear with me. But excuse me. So this could be an idea for a marketing post to attract both
Mm,
people coming to a show and wanting to join us.
mhm. So you start with the PR.
Well, this is the marketing message. I'm going to go to PR next.
Okay.
Then for the same goal or a similar goal for the PR message surrounding this, you want to
Mhm,
showcase the impact, you want to foster the goodwill, but you also want to highlight inclusivity in your recruitment.
right.
So, and again, sorry that this is also long,
That's okay.
but this would be something that you would literally send out to reach your sponsors and say, can we meet? I'd love to sit and talk with you. And this is like if you have big sponsors,
Mhm.
you would invite them to come and be a part of your milestone celebration. And
Oh, I just love these messages.
thank
So
you.
when
I
you're
just wrote them
doing,
all last night.
well, I guess what I'm seeing is that whether you are focusing on marketing or on PR, you can
Right.
get a little bit of both in there.
That's exactly right. So,
And so
Arlene,
they kind of work synergistically.
I'm going to pause us so I can see. Arlene, which room
Yeah.
do you want to go into? Do you want to go into membership or team coordinator or marketing?
Team coordinator is fine. I just realized that it was past 9 o'clock.
Let me see if I can.
If not, I'm happy we're here too.
Hi, hi Arlene, how are you
How are
doing?
you?
I'm going to
Good.
stop sharing for just a moment so I can assign her.
Sure.
I don't know how to do that now. I'll stop sharing.
Ugh.
Okay. And you said, I'm sorry, did you say team coordinator or membership?
Team coordinator is fine.
Okay. There you go. Okay.
Multitasker.
Yeah. Okay. And so then, I mean, we're just about done anyway. I mean, literally,
This is
we're almost,
great. This is so helpful. I'm so glad that you were willing to do it just for me.
of course. So I really just wanted to convey that there is no limit to the imagination and how you can really take this and just fly. I mean, I personally think that the marketing and public relations is the key to every chorus. It's the key to the whole organization because it gives you the opportunity to share the passion that we all have for this amazing organization and for and then you break it down to our own chorus and how we feel about our chorus and it's just it's it it's infectious.
Yes.
And so I think that we just need to remember that marketing is how we sell the tickets and public relations is how we make sure that people are proud that they bought them.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.